Hi! Did you like the Northern Lights in the beginning of this video? This was actually last weekend. Last weekend we got an absolute amazing clear night, and we were so fortunate that we got also a very strong Northern Light, so I made this time lapse. I hope that I one day can take you with me out on these Northern Light chases. But right now I'm not really sure how to do it, because when I'm out for Northern Light it's dark around me and I don't know how to vlog, and I don't want to use so much artificial light because I want my eyes adapt to the dark. But anyway, I will look to it, and hopefully in a video in the future I will take you with me out on the Northern Lights chase. Today I'm back with my camera trap. Right now it's still September. You probably will see this video in beginning of October, and usually I put up my camera trap in beginning of November, depending on the weather, how cold it is, because I'm using bait, and right now it's too warm to lay out bait because it's get really fast bad. So I had to wait. But I already put up one camera because I changed the equipment, and I doing now some test, so I'm ready when it really matters. I'm not sure if you have seen my second video of this vlogging series when I take you with me up here. It was still winter, we had snow, and I had two cameras here and showed you my camera trap. For the last 4 years, to protect my camera of snow and rain and so on, I used some plastic bags, put them around, some tape to protect them. But there are a few issues. First issue is, of course, you don't want to use so much plastic. The other issue is, if I use a plastic bag, sometimes there are small holes I don't see, and then rain and snow can get into it. And the other thing is the tape. The tape is sometimes, especially when it's getting a little bit wet and then it gets really cold, then the tape loses up and open everything, and snow and rain can come in. In the last 4 years I lost one camera and two lenses, so for this season now I thought I need to change the system. I know there are photographers which building kind of boxes, some people using this kind of pelicase suitcases, these very hard plastic small suitcases, making some holes for the cables and for the lens, and I was considering it too, but then I thought I have been building so much this summer, with the photo heights and so on, so that I just wanted to get something which I now will work. So that's what I've done here. I put up a new system. I bought this box for my camera. This is the sensor which I have been using for the last years. It's from CAMTRAPTIONS. I got it recommended by an other photographer, and this box is also from CAMTRAPTIONS. I'm not connected to CAMTRAPTIONS, so there might be other things out there which are equal good or maybe even better. I don't know. I just because I'm using already this motion detector trigger, whatever you call it, and then I use this. Then I bought this box from CAMTRAPTIONS too, and we will see how it works. So from the trigger, I have this cable into the box and the camera's inside, and here is my flash, which is then wireless transmitted. Before I show you the box and how the box works, I will tell you a little bit more about this trigger, how it works, and the settings you can do with it. For the sensor, here you have these two what you call the flaps, or yeah, here you can choose the angle in which the trigger should detect any kind of movement. I can open it wide and then something can happen on the side and he will react, but if I have this spot with my bait, then I usually do it like this, so I cover the bait and not more. Sometimes even if I know the lynx comes from both sides, I may open it a little bit more. But then you have these this flap here, or this lock, and behind this lock there are many different, how many? Six switches, and it depends on which switch you switch on or off. You can choose how many pictures this sensor will take by one when you detect one movement. I have probably 2 or 3. I think it's of number 4. Then it's I will get 3 images when something happened in front of my trigger, and when the trigger again catch a new movement, he will do new 3 images. But you also can switch it on for video, so that the camera will take a video. And then you have these 3 buttons here, which you can turn, and this up here, it's let me see, it's sensitivity, how sensitive the detector should be to detect some movement, because I want to take pictures of the lynx, so that then sensitivity does need to be very high, because the lynx is quite a big animal, and when he's just 1 meter in front of the sensor, he don't need so very sensitive. But if I want to do a smaller animal like a bird, then I might have the sensitivity very high up. Then I have some with what is that? A watch. It's for time. When the detector detects some movement, my camera will take 3 pictures, and then after the first detection, here you can, with this time switch, you can, how you say it? Now I'm more losing the words here. The detector, you decide with the switch when the detector is ready again for the next movement to detect. So if you do it very high up, then he detects all the time. But if you have on a very low, then the detector might detect a movement, take some 3 pictures, and then it take maybe 5 or 10 seconds before he will be ready again to detect the next movement. And then down there, that's where you can switch or decide for night or day, or you do it both. You do it in the middle. But if I do it all the way to the night, then this detector won't detect movement at daylight, because especially when I, for example, have a night camera, just a night camera, then I don't want that the night camera take pictures at day, because then I just get overexposed images. So then I put it all the way up to night, and the same for day. I don't want a day camera taking pictures at night, because they are underexposed. So there are a lot of settings you can do with this sensor. And then here's this cable towards the camera. This cable sits very loose, so that's the reason why I'm using a tape. And here under is the switch and on and off button. And there are 6 AA batteries in here, and this one is waterproof. You can have it out in rain and snow and whatever. and it lasts for a very long time. Usually I can have this one out for 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, and before I need to change the batteries. Okay, now it's time to show you the box with my camera. Okay, that make it very easy for me, for example, now to get access to my camera. I just opened here, and here is my camera. The other years when I use this plastic bags, it takes quite a while to take off all the tape and the plastic bags, and especially when it's cold, your fingers, you can't use gloves or something, you need your fingers. And if it's minus 10 degrees, maybe a little bit some wind, it's really, really cold, and it takes you a while to get off the plastic and the tape. Now I just open the hatch here, and then I have access to my camera. Just let me remove that. I will explain what everything is here. So, this is the camera. It's an older camera I use here, Canon EOS 5D Mark II, and I have a 16 to 35 millimeter 2.8 version 2 on this camera as a lens. This camera I usually I use for night photography. My main goal with this camera trap here is hopefully one day that I get the Lynx in front of my camera and a northern light dancing on the sky. I have a few images with the Lynx and the northern lights, and not really good images. The Lynx was not in a really nice position, but I hope someday I will get the Lynx and a lot of northern lights. But that may take many years before that's happened, but I don't give up. There's one issue I already found out with this box, or actually more with this tube. When you buy this box, you get this tube with it, and there are different sizes of this tube. On the website they say this tube, this 100 millimeter, you're supposed to see how long your lens is, and according to the length of your lens, you buy this tube. And for this lens, for this size, I need a 100 millimeter tube. This works, but right now I need to use a transmitter because I'm using a flash. But when I have the trigger on, or not the trigger, the transmitter, I'm not able to get the lens all the way through to the front, because the transmitter is too big, and he touched the front of the box, and I mainly use on 16 millimeter, but when I have it on 16 millimeter, I get this black ring around my images. So I need a smaller tube, so I need to order a smaller tube for this lens. But that's but if I get a smaller tube, I think it will work very nice. For the night camera, I have usually on 16 millimeter. Then I have on open the lens completely up on 2.8 for the northern light. Then I have ISO 3200 and use opening a shutter speed of 1.6 seconds. You might think now, wow, that's long for wildlife, and it is. But for the lynx very often stays very still, because he surveying the area if something is approaching, so the lynx needs to walk away. So and then if I do the flash, then I will get sharp images. I have also tape on the focus ring. I already fixed the focus, so I have the focus on the spot where I believe the lynx will stand. Then here's the cable from this trigger. It's here, and I just put the camera in here, take the cable in the camera, put the camera all the way in, and then it's ready. The box comes also with this plate here. This plate you can put on different levels here. It's depending on what kind of size your camera is. So this box will work for a lot of different cameras. The only thing what I was a little bit concerned was that now because I'm using a flash for the night photography and also for the day photography, I need a transmitter and a receiver on my flash. And these let me show you. Just take it off again. This transmitter have two AAA batteries, and I'm not sure how long these batteries will last, and I need that the flash will work. So that's the reason why I have an extra battery connected to the transmitter to work, and that's why I already put up my camera trap to just check if the battery capacity will work. Okay, that's it. So this will make it much easier for me to get access to my camera, change the battery, see if I get a few images, turn on the camera here. Then I just can see if there are a few images. And that's it. And then I just close it up and the camera is ready. In front of the tube there's also this screen would help me if it's rain or snow, so no rain or snow will collect in front of my lens. But it help maybe in a few situations, but very often here there's a lot of wind, so the snow or rain not comes right down, it comes from the sides. So sometimes probably I will have some snow in front of my lens. And the same system for the transmitter I have here. Here's a receiver and also extra battery. So right now I just try to see if how long the battery lasts. I usually walk up here every weekend, so after every 7th day I'm up here to check the camera and the flash and the batteries. Sometimes because I work weekends, maybe there's 12 days between every visit here on this spot. And maybe there's some other reasons, because I'm going to other location for photography, and I will be away for 3 weeks. So I need at least that the batteries last for 3 weeks, even in winter time when we have it really cold. Okay, and now it's let me see if everything works. Now I just turn on the trigger, and now you will see here that the red light, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the batteries are full. There, everything works. You see the flash works, the trigger is receiving any kind of movement, the camera, I heard the camera, so everything works. And now I just now everything is in order. You see also that let me just switch it off before I talk further. See also this cable here, this is a double cable, so for the day camera. Then I have one night camera and then one day camera. I use just one trigger. But as I told you earlier, of course I will get a few images with the night camera at day and with the day camera at night, and they will under and overexpose, but that's okay. I have been doing it for the last 4 years and it works fine for me. Okay, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. I think, or I hope you like this video. I hope it was useful for you. Maybe you have a camera trap, or you plan to have a camera trap, and you get some useful information. I hope so. So thanks for watching. Or one moment, just at the end of this video I will show you a few images of the Lynx. I think it was 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago, where the Lynx came in the middle of the day in a really snowy weather. I will show you at the end of this video. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.